Today I'm here with my twin sister Julia, and for this video we did each other's makeup. If you want to see me do her makeup, then keep watching. But on her channel you can see how she did my makeup, and I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe and let's get right into the video. I'm starting off with my NYX Pro Dual Brow Brush, and I'm just brushing her brows. And then I'm filling them in with the NYX Damon frame in Espresso. And then I'm brushing them to blend the pomade with them and wiping underneath and above with the makeup wipe, and then going back in with the brush and the makeup wipe. Then I'm using Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara in the shade Nothing But Brunette. Then I'm doing the next brow with the same Damon frame and the same brush. And again, just brushing her brows. I'm continuing to clean up the underneath part of her brows, and then again cleaning them up with a makeup wipe, and then using that Wet n Wild brow gel again. Next, I'm taking my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I'm putting this all over both of her lids. Then I'm setting it with my Coty Airspun translucent powder and my e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush. Taking my Makeup Revolution Death by Chocolate palette in the shade Break Me Up and my Wet n Wild large concealer brush. Then I'm just blending that in and using it as a transition shade in the crease. Then I'm just applying some tape so that the edges are sharp. Next, I'm taking my Morphe 35R palette in a brownish red shade. Then I'm taking one of the ends of my Sonia Kashuk double-ended brush and just trying to define the crease more. And I'm going over that a few times. And then I'm taking my NYX Lead Lacquer in the shade Clear and patting that on there. And then using a flat brush and using also the Makeup Revolution Death by Chocolate palette in the shade Don't Let Go. And then I'm using a different flat brush and the same palette with this shade Love You to Death. And then a brown shade which is called One More Bar and the e.l.f. contour brush to really define the crease. And then an even darker color which is Devour Me in the same brush. Then I'm taking that same Wet n Wild concealer brush and blending it together and applying the lid shade again just to brighten that up, and using the other end of the Sonia Kashuk brush and using White Light from the Death by Chocolate palette and applying some more with my finger. Then I'm using the Stila Micro Tip eyeliner. And just applying that in the thinnest line possible, and then taking off the tape and wiping it with a makeup wipe to get any fallout and make sure that the line is sharp. Taking my Covergirl TruBlend Pore Minimizing Primer, and I'm just rubbing this into her face. And I'm using this Sonia Kashuk foundation and concealer brush, the foundation end, and then the Covergirl True Matte Made in medium 10. And I'm applying this first on her left side of her face, then on her chin, then on her Cupid's bow area, and then using some NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray to blend it in with the Beauty Blender. And I'm applying some to her nose and to the same section on the other side of her face. Then I'm blending that in with the same sponge. And blending under her eyes. Then I'm putting it on her forehead. And blending that in.
Not to worry.
Then I'm putting it on her neck just to blend it together. And blending it with the sponge. Then I'm using my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain. And applying that in triangles under her eyes.
I'm saying hey, hey, won't you let me.
And then blending that in with the same sponge.
About never letting go. I'm saying hey, 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 won't you let me love you. Just give me a yes or no. Just give me a yes or no.
And then she's blending that a little because it was a little hard for me to get into the little places of her eyes. Then I'm using the LA Colors bronzer in bronze. And then the Wet n Wild contour brush. And I'm doing this on her cheekbones, her forehead, and her nose. And blending this in with the same sponge. Then I'm using the Wet n Wild blush in Rose Champagne and the Wet n Wild blush brush. And then blending that in. Then I'm using my Fit Me Matte Poreless powder in Porcelain and my Wet n Wild powder brush. Next I'm using my Coty Airspun translucent powder again and a little beauty blender to bake. I'm just putting this also in triangles. And then I'm putting it down her nose and underneath her cheekbones. E.L.F. eyelash curler and curling her eyelashes.
Someone like you, I want you to know.
And then using the CoverGirl Supersizer mascara.
We can be true, we can be true. I want you to see what I see.
Then she's using this makeup wand comb from Ulta just to get out any clumps. And then I'm doing her bottom lashes. And then she's using it to get out any clumps on the bottom. Then I'm doing her right eye. And just the same thing for this eye. Then I'm using this big fluffy fan brush to dust off the baking powder. With the powder and the powder brush. Then I'm using this darker pink shade in the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cold Glow palette, and then wetting the area where the highlighter is going to go, and then using the Wet n Wild fan brush. And then I'm also taking the Morphe 35F to highlight the inner corner. And then I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Vintage. then I'm using the NYX Matte Finish Spray. And that's the look. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. It was definitely kind of hard to do makeup on someone else, but it was also pretty fun, and this is a different type of video for me. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of video. Please like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.